Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're diving into the world of water-soluble pencils with the 72 watercolor set from Arrtx. I've been so excited to explore these pencils and I can't wait to share my thoughts with you. If you're a regular on my channel, then you know I made a video about 126 colored pencils from Arrtx as well, and I want to see how both sets compare to each other. I noticed that the names are not the same across both sets. However, the colors look very similar. This means that we can easily use the watercolor pencils for base layers and add depth with the regular colored pencils for fine details. For this video though, I wanted to see how the watercolor pencils performed on their own, so I didn't mix the sets, just pure watercolor pencil magic. I'm coloring a page from one of Rita Berman's lovely books Meine Reise durch Europa, and I started by laying down color with the pencils, then activated them with water. Once dry, I went back in with the same pencils to add details without reactivating the pigment. I also noticed that when using the pencils dry, they crumble quite easily. This is likely because the pigment is designed to spread when activated with water. So that was a minor inconvenience, as I had to keep wiping the crumbs away with my hand. Normally I color one element at a time, but with water-based mediums I apply color to multiple elements and come back to the first when it's dry. Because who has the patience to wait for layers to dry, right? A little hack is to use a hairdryer to speed up drying times. Before we go into the why of using water-soluble pencils, I'm excited to announce that I'm giving away one set of the Arrtx 72 watercolor pencils to one lucky subscriber. To enter the giveaway, you must be subscribed to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment below telling me which country you live in and what you would love to color with these pencils. The giveaway is open until the 28th of February and I'll announce the winner in an upcoming community post and on my Instagram stories at Teacupsandart. Good luck! Okay, so why use water-soluble pencils? Water-soluble pencils are such a versatile tool for adult coloring. Unlike traditional colored pencils, they offer the ability to blend and layer with water, giving your pages a soft painterly effect without a mess of actual paints. But why choose them over a watercolor palette? Firstly, convenience. With watercolor pencils, you don't need to set up water jars, palettes, and brushes every time you want to color. All you need is your pencils and a water brush, perfect for quick sessions or coloring on the go. Secondly, control. You have much more precision with a pencil than a brush. You can color in fine details and then decide exactly where you want to activate the pigment with water. This is especially helpful for intricate coloring books like those from Rita Berman. Thirdly, layering. One of my favorite things is that you can apply a base layer of color, activate it with water, let it dry, and then go back in with dry pencils for details. This gives you the best of both worlds. Soft watercolor washes and crisp pencil details. Another big reason is flexibility. You can use them dry, like regular colored pencils, or wet for watercolor effects. It's like having two mediums in one set. And for those of us who might feel intimidated by traditional watercolor techniques, these pencils make the process so much more approachable, especially for beginners. It's like having the accuracy of colored pencils with the magic of watercolors. Now, for some tips and tricks for these pencils. When working with water-soluble pencils, it's important to let each layer dry completely before adding more color to prevent any muddiness. Keep a scrap piece of paper nearby to test how colors will look when activated with water. And don't be afraid to experiment with blending dry and wet techniques together. The beauty of these pencils is their versatility, so have fun exploring different methods and finding what works best for you. For the background, I wanted to add some softness and dimension without overwhelming the main coloring. I started by lightly layering colors around the edges, blending shades of indigo blue, purple and pink for a gradient effect. After activating the pigment with water, I used the same pencils dry to add depth and smooth everything out, especially near the corners and edges. I also added cast shadows to my fruit so they no longer look like they are floating. One tip when working on backgrounds is to use a circular motion when blending with water. This creates a smoother blend and adds a nice texture. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to enter the giveaway and see you next time. Happy coloring! Bye!